Okay, so I mounted the Acerbis 6-gallon or 22-liter fuel tank on my T7 yesterday. Here's what it looks like. So yeah, I'm missing the graphics. I had graphics here on the old, stock tank, and of course I couldn't take those off the stock tank and put them on here. So I'm looking a little bit vacant in terms of graphics there, but small price to pay, I guess, for getting considerably more range. So yeah, it went on pretty easy. I think it took me maybe a little over an hour. Just follow the directions. There's some other YouTube videos out there on it. It's really not too difficult at all. Mounts quite easily. They tell you to take off, at least the videos I found, to take off the crash bars, but I didn't do that. I was able to mount it no problem by leaving my SW Motec crash bars on there. So yeah, I think it looks great. It doesn't stick up any higher than the existing tank. Yeah, you get, you're going from 22 liters with this tank versus the 16 that you had with the stock tank. So I think I can get well over 400 kilometers on this bike now with this tank. I mean, I'm averaging 4.2 to 5.2 liters per 100 kilometers. It really depends on how you ride the bike, obviously. The harder you ride it on the highway, the less fuel mileage you're going to get, as you probably know. But, you know, if you're doing some off-road stuff that you're not really hammering it, you can easily get 4.2, 4.3, 4.4 in terms of liters per 100. So, you know, you could easily get 450 plus in terms of range on this bike now, which I think makes way more sense. So it does come with a vent, and you got to tap this into the existing venting system on the bike. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to take off this cap and put a locking cap, which I think is probably the wise thing to do. And I understand that Acerbis does make a locking cap. It's not inexpensive. I think I found it around 50 bucks, which I'm going to keep looking. Maybe there's some other options. But anyway, for now, I've got the venting hose on there, but I don't really want that on there because I do have a tank bag that I have here. So I'll show you the tank bag in a sec. So the tank bag's going to get in the way of that venting hose as well. Okay, here's the tank bag mounted on top of the Acerbis 22-liter gas tank. So I think it works well. Yeah, I know, everybody, I've got my tank bag mounted the other way around. I prefer it this way. It should be mounted the other way so that it would sit flat, but I find that way it just gets in the way more. I find this way it's just out of the way a little bit more. So anyway, everybody has their own way of doing things, and this is the way I like to do it. But yeah, I seem to think that the tank bag works fine on this new gas tank, and it doesn't really sit any higher than it used to on the stock tank.